Nnamdi Kanu. Tompolo just donated 10 billion naira to Delta State. He's richer than Delta State. Sowore. Human rights activist and politician Sowore has proposed a comprehensive approach to national healing that would include the release of detained IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu and a truth and reconciliation process involving key historical figures. Speaking on the mic on podcast platform, Sowore outlined his vision for addressing Nigeria's unresolved historical grievances. I think this is part of how we can start that national healing. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Call for dialogue. Get everybody to sit down. Gowon is still around. Let all of them sit across the table and say, look, we want to confront one of our ugliest past, which is the civil war he proposed. The activist drew comparisons between the government's approach to conflict in different regions of Nigeria, pointing to the Niger Delta Amnesty Program as a model. We are confronting our past in the Niger Delta region. We are forgiving Gens and we were likely driven by the need to go and start the exploitation of oil from Ogoniland. But you would see that hard work. You could see that hard work, Sowore noted. He highlighted the transformation of former militants into wealthy individuals through the amnesty and reconciliation process. You meet all the militants, they refuse to be in hiding. Now, they are all billionaires. Tompolo just donated 10 billion naira to Delta State. He's probably richer than Delta State, he stated. Sowore argued that dialogue and amnesty have prevented further escalations in the oil-rich region. So, if for instance, you continue fighting your insurgency in the Niger Delta region, probably they would have shut down the entire oil production in the country by now, he observed. The activist then contrasted the government's engagement with various armed groups against his treatment of Nnamdi Kanu. You are looking at insurgents, Boko Haram, bandits, you are meeting with them. You even grant them the opportunity to come to your meeting with their RPGs and their magazines. You even send delegations to attend their child's naming ceremony. Yes, so Sowore said, imagine, one even went to the wedding of terrorists. He questioned the disproportionate response to Kanu, whose primary platform has been media-based advocacy. And then there's a guy whose only weapon, regardless of what they tell you that you could provide in public, is a radio broadcast, he concluded. The comment underscores ongoing debate about consistency in the federal government's approach to different separatist and insurgent movements across Nigeria. Yes, truly, it's the truth. You release the, Sunday Igboho. Terrorists in the north, you are giving them amnesty, you are having peace talks with them, they are demanding for things that you are giving it to them. So why is the Nnamdi Kanu zone different? Really, why is it different? Bashir Musa says the truth is dialogue I support with what Sowore said. The man has suffered a lot, he needs to be released. They need to release him. You can't be doing all of these other things, releasing some other people, releasing bandits, giving them amnesty, dialoguing with them, and then you say Nnamdi Kanu is a terrorist and then you keep him in prison. So how is it different from those you are saying he's a terrorist, but other terrorists you are having dialogues with them, you are giving them what they want. So why can't you give Nnamdi Kanu what he wants as well? Abdullah says, free Nnamdi Kanu, they are fighting for the freedom of their people, they sacrifice for their land. Because Chris says, Sowore, you are a man, honestly. N10BILLION says, Mr. Man, you have no idea what Nigeria is. Stop misguiding people. You are becoming a nuisance to the nation. How is it becoming a nuisance to the nation? For saying the truth. If it is not biasness, if it is not one-sided something that these people are always fighting about, that you marginalize them, how would you feel if you are 3 people in a group and then somebody is being granted more grace than you? And this person that you are granting more grace to has even done worse than what Nnamdi Kanu has done. How would you feel? How? Passing on says, Mr. Sowore, don't worry, one day, someday, you will definitely be a president in Nigeria, I promise you. At Michael says, Nigeria is bitterly suffering from tribalism, as in it's so glaring. It's so obvious that one tribe is being segregated. They are being marginalized. It's obvious, except you want to lie. Except you just want to lie that these people, what have they done that you guys hate them so much that you don't want? Why is Nnamdi Kanu in prison? Why? You can be doing dialogue with terrorists. dedicating people to go to their child's naming ceremony, to go to their wedding ceremony. How is Nnamdi Kanu different? Free him, let him go now. Odokun says, truth be told, Sowore no lie. Enk took an action and true broadcast. We've never seen him with a gun or in the midst of a violent activity. He has never claimed to be solely responsible for any neither. So why the different approach? Why? This area says this country is really finished. Augustine says he wants sympathy votes in 2027 from the Igbos. Are you joking? He sees Peter Obi as a threat to his unrealistic ambition. And as Sowore told you that he wants to contest in 2027. Adiko Michael says, I didn't know Sowore is such reasonable. He would have been a better option for Nigeria. Sunday Ferdinand says, Sowore, may God bless you and bless your hard work. Prince Martin says this is a good step in the right direction. At Mendo says, my love for Sowore. As Boniface says, one person donated 10 billion naira. You can imagine, one person donated 10 billion naira. Now, wow. Gasaliu says, we need prayers in this country. What is the solution? Amodia says, poison is poison, no small bite of serpent. Sam Odibadi says, since you started your confrontation with every government, how many people have you empowered, rather than calling them on the street to either be bite or injured? Okay. Ugo Williams says, God bless you, Sowore, for speaking up always and saying true to power. The Nigerian government's approach to the solution of IPOB and the separatist agitators in the southeast is heavily counterproductive. They need to be engaged in a fruitful discussion to bear their grievances for redress. Marginalization is at the core of the movement. Lisa says you're a liar. One person richer than Delta State, which means you don't know Delta State. If somebody can give 10 billion naira, is it not richer than the state? How much does the state have? How much is allocated to the state? How much? Silent leader says, thanks, Mr. Preacher. We know you are working for your own interests. Really? I say we are not serious in this country. At Lydia says, she really, you are sick. How is this sick? Okay. Afosa says, Nigeria is a banana republic. Some microscopic few highly placed individuals don't want the thing done about Nnamdi Kanu situation. Funny enough, those people are from the southeast. Yes, they are from the southeast. It's his own people that don't want him out. It's not even the president or whatever. It is his own people, the governors from the southeast, that don't want him out of that DSS custody. Because the Chuke says they better use all those money to do road in the states. Their roads are nothing to write home about. Very shameful for an oil-producing state. Please, somebody should let them know about this and advise them accordingly. Okay. Listeners, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.